Well, if you
What do you think about people
Yes.
not able to have babies from birth? So they're like
So they're sterile.
infertile. Yeah,
They're sterile from birth.
they get like a sterile surgery at birth.
Wow, I think that's
And-
pretty fucked up.
But it's reversible. It's reversible. So you have to get a license.
So it's like getting your tubes tied as a baby, but you can get them untied when you're older if you want to have kids. So
Yeah.
So it prevents any form of teen pregnancy, unwanted teen pregnancy.
Yeah, but you have to also get a license to have a child.
And all that.
What's wrong with them just like having the surgery?
Can you imagine just being born into the world and like, some cunt just stuck that knife in me?
Why are you more worried about? Well, there's circumcisions at birth.
Yeah, well, not very common anymore.
No, but I guess so. But they're not super common. But it still happens.
It does.
We're not like cutting off the fucking. We're not mutilating the baby.
No, we're just cutting inside them to.
Well, it's like a surgery. People go. They're not gonna feel it. Just put them under them. Fuck me.
Damn, that's a cool way to start life.
So,
Welcome to the world. I bet you sleep, motherfucker. Let me just cut you open.
Wow, that's interesting, dude. Like a lot of people, I haven't heard that one before. But so you think it's wrong simply because
all the
of
trauma of getting born, and then you get slapped around to the doctors to wake up and breathe, and then they go, "Oh, good night, mate. Here's a fucking needle.
Yeah,
We're gonna shove
right.
this big fucking needle in you that's half the size of your arm. Good night, and then you can fucking."
They won't remember it though.
That doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. Well, okay.
But how would you like me to do that to you?
Is it a necessary evil, basically?
I guess in a sense, but there's a more humane way to do it.
In what way? Dragging up the kid?
Cutting the cunt open first, Dave. What would be unless you may not.
Wait, you're gonna drag the kid up and have
gotta-
them take drugs for the rest of their life?
You can.
Nice one. That's
you can
heaps better.
implant a small implant into them, pretty much like a rod. But
Pretend there's this magic that happens at birth and stops people from getting pregnant. Is that a good thing?
for unwanted teen pregnancies, yes.
What about for kids like... So you think this should be a law? Like, pretend you have the ability to impose this law. Would you?
I don't know.
Why not?
Like because you're still hurting a fucking child.
Pretend we're not hurting the child. It's a magic spell. We're not hurting the child. Would you?
So it's your magic spell, and then pretty much it doesn't give them any unwanted teen pregnancies.
No, it's a magic spell that makes them infertile. And then to get the magic spell that makes them uninfertile, fertile and ready to mate, they have to get a license to have a child, basically.
So pretty much they have to go through a set of tests and theories to say you're fit emotionally and mentally
exactly.
fit to have a child.
Exactly. Yeah. What do you think of that?
No one's actually fit to have a child until you have it, and then you actually know if you're fit to have a child. So how would they actually test go? Would they have like a fake baby for that? Then that becomes into... That's not a free country then, that's just...
Do you think it's too far?
No, because
restricting the freedoms? Because it's not only preventing unwanted teen pregnancies, but it's also preventing children from being raised in like horrific conditions.
That is
Do you know
true,
what I mean?
yes, but...
And like these horrific conditions that they brought in stem down to generation to generation, more and more. Do you know what I mean?
So you're talking about the people on drugs having kids and then
Well, exactly, yeah.
raising them, yeah.
And it prevents all that. That's the aim of this magic spell. So for or against? Well, does these? You don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know? Come on, you have to decide. You have to decide. Are you for or against this policy? We're preventing unwanted teen pregencies. We're preventing.
Also,
all kinds of
the
evil.
freedom of choice is gone though. So
Well,
we're taking out one.
Okay, well, what about license? Do you agree with car licenses? I agree with car licenses.
I mean, I've driven cars with no license too.
Yeah, but is that a good thing? That's not
for me, it's not for everyone else on the road, you know.
Why isn't it? Why it was a good thing for you?
Yeah, so I could get to where I wanted.
Yeah, but not no one else.
Well, I didn't harm anyone in the process. So then, it's just people selling drugs, so they'll be selling fucking licenses to have kids.
Oh, it's like what, the black market as well.
Yeah. So,
but yeah,
so then you have to go into a centre.
These evils are going to happen.
You would have to go into a centre and be like, I want here's the license, we got approved, can I have kids, blah blah blah, medical pill done, then they can have kids, and then they go and sell that child. Because not many people can have kids without getting a license.
So you think they're going to sell the children?
So now it's going on to...
Dude, that's dark, man.
Like a bank account kind of thing.
Well, a baby account.
A baby bank account.
Baby bank account.
If someone rich doesn't get approved for a child or not licensed to have a child, then they would pay a couple $100,000 to have a child if they really wanted to have a child. So now someone can go get a license to have a child and then go, I'm poor, I need money. You can buy my child.
I don't know, man.
And then it comes back down to human slavery.
Yes.
And selling
human
people. Human trafficking.
I don't know.
It's baby trafficking.
Baby trafficking. But like, is this really like? Okay, maybe that could happen if the law is imposed. But is that really like? Like, are we literally going too deep? Alright, we'll take intermission here because it's raining a little bit too much. For or against this rule? And it was intermission, by the way, at the end of the episode.
Well, we started against it anyway. Am I for baby trafficking, are you asking me, or am I against baby trafficking?
I'm not asking you if you're against or for baby trafficking.
The audience could get confused because you said, are you for it or against it? They might think I'm talking about baby trafficking.
No. Well, are you for or against sterile babies and a license to become fertile?
Well, that's what the jab for COVID-19 is, isn't it? Making everyone sterile. I'm sorry.
All right. This isn't a conspiracy. This isn't a conspiracy podcast, bro.
This is a theory podcast, and that's my theory.
Go join your buddies in the loony bin, mate.
I will. Thank you very much.
You can't tick both boxes. That's not.
Okay, how about I'm just sitting on the fence then?
You can't sit on the fence either. Because it's gay.
What if I want to sit on the fence? Well, so you're a homophobe now.
Oh, bro.
So I'm not allowed to be gay and sit on the fence?
Just sterile babies or no sterile babies? Legalization of babies.
Since I can see so many bad things coming off this, as well as good, I'm going to have to go against it.
Against it? Are you against? Yeah. Well done, mate. Well done. Good decision.
So you're for?
I don't know.
So you're on the fence and you tell me I can't be on the fence.
Alright. Am I for or against this policy? Well, you brought up some good ideas about it being too much power given to the government. That might be... That's definitely a flaw with the proposition. But, you know, there are other ways to minimise the amount of power that the government has, and I think...
Yeah, but they could say you have to do...
I'm going for sterile babies, because the amount of damage that are done to generations and generations and generations of people, through improper... The pros outweigh the cons, in my opinion. That's my opinion, yeah.
What about if it was more like China then? Have more of a limit on how many babies you can have, and they look at their past and look at what their family's like.
No, that's terrible. Like, because in China they don't have this particular, you know, you can't, they don't have this sterile way of, like, they can't sterilize someone. So children are being born and are legally born. Like, that's silly. Like, the whole... I'm not saying make childbirth illegal. I'm saying make them sterile and get a license for it. Because if you're making something illegal, like having multiple kids, what are you going to do with